Okay, well, we seem to be streaming and recording. I am going to stay online while I'm waiting for some people to log in. I'm going to go to my login screen. And there. Okay. Let me get a sip while people log on because it is that time. Okay, great. One's watching. Let's get everybody logged in. And we get started at 8 o'clock. Oh, it is 8 o'clock. Wow. That was quick. Hi, welcome to Touching Eternity, the podcast. I am your host, Sid Patrick. Thank you for joining me tonight. Again, I got a little bit of a late start, so a lot of people have not logged in yet, though I did get on here for 8 o'clock. So here we come. Here comes everyone. Let's drop the screen and get rolling and say hello. Hey, Jamie. Hi, love. Hi, my bestie. So, So while we're waiting for some more people to sign on, I am going to talk about some of the upcoming events. And we just keep adding them and adding them and adding them. And just an FYI that I want to mention is if you go to my website now, I have a section called the Happenings, and it lists everything that's coming up. Now it just lists everything. You might not have a link, but you'll either see what the event is, where you could email me about it, or if it's something that because it's not only just my events, but it's any events that I'm involved with. So that's now on my website for front page. But if it's something that I'm doing, you can go to classes and events, and of course they'll be there. But if it's not, it's something that I'm just involved in, you can call me and either it'll tell you if I'm in your city. If I'm there, you can book an appointment with Stacy or see if I'm taking appointments while I'm in your city. But it's just a thing on my website. So get a habit of going to my website, sid-patrick.com. And let me post it actually. So let me type a message here. It's www.sid-patrick.com. You can easily go there, and like I said, it's a section called Happenings, and it's on the front page of my website, and it will tell you like things that are coming up or events. If I'm traveling to your town, that'll be there. If I'm doing any special events out of town, that will also be there. So it's really a good place just to keep in touch with what's going on. Hi, Crystal. So let's talk about what's coming up. So this weekend, which I'm really excited about, is the Axeman Murder Weekend at the Haunted Hotel, and that's with Misty Gaither and a whole bunch of other people in the paranormal and metaphysical fields. So there's a lot of different events. I will be there Friday. I'm going to be staying. The hotels are booked, so I'm staying in a different hotel with my besties I think I know at least one of them is watching right now, and so we're staying in a different hotel because everything is booked. But I know Friday there's a dinner, and then there's a few lectures, and then at 7 o'clock, Misty Gaither and I are doing a spirit gallery, and oh yes, Louisiana Spirits will be there, and then. After that, the next day we'll be at the Apothecary at 3, and I'll be doing a seance, which I got to talk to Misty about that because I got to bring stuff so we can, see if anything's energetically happened in the room. So I will talk to her about that, and we'll have that seance experience for you guys. And we'll talk about seances, and we'll educate on seances. And I am an expert in studying seances because here is my book, Seance Experiments, by Kalila Smith and Sid Patrick. So we have traveled around the world and out of the country, down the country, all over, and experienced all different types of seances and cultural things. And so we will show in that book, we share some of those experiences. So that's really cool. I will talk a little bit about that at this event. And we will do what I call like an old English seance, where we try to raise the energies and see if we can have things happen within the room. And I will tell you some things that you probably will expect to see, and we'll see if we can make those things happen. So that's Friday and Saturday. Next week, the 25th, we are at Race and Religion. It's Race and Religious. It's a venue on Ray Street, right off of Tchoupitoulas, and it's a beautiful venue. It is also my birthday bash, so please, please come out and enjoy us connecting to your loved ones and enjoying some cake. And I know they're going to be serving some tea, and I'll need some tea. They're going to be serving some wine and cheese. So come out and join us at Race and Religious. Again, that is on July 25th. I believe it starts at 7. It's all posted on my website. Tickets are sold on my website, so you can go to my website to purchase a ticket. It's also my birthday bash, so we're going to have cake. We're going to eat cake. So I'm going to bring cake, so we're going to have some fun. I'll have little prizes for people, like little gifts. Those who get readings will get some little gifts. So come join us at Race and Religious. That's July 25th. That's a Friday. On the 26th, we're going to be with Louisiana Spirits going to DeRidder. And I believe that event is sold out. So, but I will come back and tell you guys what happened and what we all got to experience. So that is really, really, really cool. And that is July 26th. Now, that week of July 25th, 26th, on July 22nd, which I believe is a Tuesday night, but it is July 22nd, we will be meeting at Allie's home. That is on 1500 Cleary Avenue in Metairie. We're going to be doing our first Orleans Paranormal Social Club gathering. There is no cost to come to this event. Okay, it is free. We're going to be talking about the club that we're trying to form here locally in New Orleans. We have a lot of people who are interested. We've already got an idea where we want to go for our first adventure, because that's going to be our little club's thing, is that we're going to go to different adventures at different places that are worth investigating, let's say. And we've already spoken to some friends of ours in the business, and they're trying to arrange us some really cool places. I know we got some places in Memphis that we're looking at, some places in Texas that we're looking at, and the whole purpose of the group is to get together. We're going to do fundraising and stuff so that we can make it like a fun trip for everybody and not be expensive, so that we can raise money and stuff. So come join us. That's going to be 7 o'clock on the 22nd of July at Allie's house at 1500 Cleary Avenue in Metairie. It's kind of centrally located. I could have did it at my house, but then everybody would have to come out to Kenner, which is much further. But if you are in the Metairie, everybody's not in Kenner or Metairie. Some people are in New Orleans or even beyond. So this would be a little bit closer. It's kind of central Metairie, Cleary Avenue. So that's going to be July 22nd at 7 o'clock. That is going up on my website as we speak. So the promo's going out. We have a little group built. There will be, like I said, the meetings are free. There will be a dues. It's going to be a very inexpensive dues for everybody that wants to sign up. You'll get a little card that says, the social club's name and stuff, and your name on it that you have. And that way, when we have events, you will be able to get into those by using your ID. So you're going to get an ID and all that kind of stuff. So it's really the money that we're going to charge to be part of the group is, I think it's $20, and then you get your ID, and there's other things that'll come with that. So it's what we put out to bring that in, and then we're going to be doing some fundraisers. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That is going to be the Orleans Paranormal Social Club. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and we got a lot of people interested, so the more the merrier. We're going to teach also in that group, teach you how to investigate, how to set a parameter, how to do many things like sensing and mapping, how the mediums work. That'll be a great education for those people who want to learn about those things, and actually go out live and do live investigations and gathering evidence and keeping journals and all that good stuff. So come join us July 22nd at Allie's, 1500 Cleary Avenue. It is posted. It will be posted on my website by the end of tonight, because he's working on it right now, and it will have its own Facebook page. And anybody can join. We're not limiting it to who we pick and all that. So it's definitely going to be a lot. We definitely want to be more of a social group. where people come to explore and have fun and do cool stuff. Okay? What else is coming up? Anyway, my entire month of August is completely. I have not one weekend available in August that I can at this time. Energetics is in August. That is a course I highly recommend to people who want to understand energy and how it works and how it works for you and how you can learn to control your energy and control how you perceive others and where you draw your boundaries with others using energetics. And that will help you also with the law of attraction. So that class, and it's a very inexpensive class for the whole weekend. It's $125, and you can do it online or in person. I do recommend in person because it's always fun to be social and be together. Those who took it at Touch and Eternity can tell you it is a very, very, very informative and great class. I taught it at Touch and Eternity. It went over really, really well. It was well received. I probably will look at teaching this course, probably even maybe on the college level as an extra course, because it really does help you see things, helps wake you up just a tad. So I do highly recommend that. So that's just some of the things that are going on. And I think I have some things. Oh, I didn't mention the main one. Let's do that. The main one that's we're going is the cruise, April 19th to 26th. So come out. That's in 2026. Come out and join me and Misty Gaither, Trenny Simmons, and Jill Mercer as we sail the seas, and we're going to have a lot of fun on this cruise. We will be teaching. I will be teaching sensing and some trance healing, and the others, we're all going to be teaching different things and telling stories. And what we want with this cruise, so Touch and Eternity has always been very focused on, has really been focused mostly on physical mediumship and some mental mediumship. We explored a little bit this last one with adding psychic art to it. So that was a really cool thing. Well, this year on the cruise, I'm going to focus on, let me get over where you guys can see me. I'm going to focus more on healing and then using your clairs to sense a surrounding, and how to teach you guys how to map an area, like if you're looking for a missing person or something that you've lost, or I will teach you how to map an area, which is really, really cool, and how to use your pendulum and your dowsing rods and all those things. That's all going to be part of some of the classes. But what I want to do more for this Touching Eternity than we have the others is I don't want it to be just classes all day long from morning to night. You know, I don't want it to be just solid classes. I want us to have fun. So we're going to have some fun things to do that are interacted with all the events. So we have 2 days at sea. Those 2 days will be mostly all classes. We have 2 ports that we stop where we will have a tour of our own that you can join if you choose. It is an extra fee for the tour because I have to pay the tour company. So, but that's why we lowered the price of Touch and Eternity this year, because we wanted to make sure people can afford the cruise is affordable, because you're getting the average prices of the rooms for the single room, for the inside room runs. Hey, Misty, the single room runs right around $2,100, $2,200 with tax tip, everything included. That's everything. But there's so much you get with that, and that's for 2 people. That means they split that. It's about $1,100, $1,200 a piece. That includes all your meals, all your entertainment, all your alcohol, all your sodas, which other cruises keep added on. It's basic Wi-Fi. Plus, you get a credit in there to use on, like, for a discount on the excursions that we're doing, the 2 excursions. So it's worth it. And then I think the balcony rooms are running between $2,600 and $2,800, so anywhere from $1,200, $1,300 to $1,400 a person. But that's a balcony room, and you get all those things. Plus, I think you get an extra credit if you get that one. So, and that covers your whole week of everything: your booze, your food, your room, everything. Everything's included. Then the course, to come on the courses with us and be part of the group, that fee is $400, and you don't, and that's two separate pay. You call Nicole, and you get on the cruise, and you talk with her, and you pay them for the cruise. What I recommend and just for those of you who think you can't afford it, because you may need time to pay more than that, what you can do is the cruise line, Norwegian, uses Uplift. It's a company that will finance your cruise. And if you put your deposit down, and last week, a couple weeks ago, they were matching our deposits, so it even made the cruise even cheaper. So you got to look for deals like that. And I did mention that a lot of people jumped on board and got that. I think we had like 9 or 10 rooms that got that deal. So we're already up. I mean, it's already a party. We got 10 rooms, but the more the merrier. So come on down. And then so you got that. But if you about November the 1st, or between November the 1st and December, if you go through Uplift and pay for your cruise entirely, that gives you another year. I think they do a year of interest free. So that gives you another year to pay. So there are options for people who don't want to come up, who can't afford to come up with that kind of money all at one time. You can pay it over time. Now, if you book your cruise and you pay for your courses before December 31st, which means at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve, the deal is off. You actually get the $400 class, the classes, to be part of the classes. You get a $50 discount. It's $350, and we give that back to you. We're going to refund the credit card you use or whatever, $50. You got to pay for it ahead of time. And then if you get that in there before December 31st, you're going to get an extra $50 off of your classes. So that is great. Okay, that is a good thing. We're going to have a lot of fun events. There will be scavenger hunts. There will be, and it will be based on something either paranormal or serial killer or spiritual. There'll be different things. You'll have there to be scavenger hunts throughout the boat. There will be, we're going to have like not kind of like an escape room, but it's where you will go in and you will find evidence, and you will go in teams, and those who find the most evidence in a room, they win prizes. So we're going to make it a lot of fun for you guys. So that's I wanted something. Every time we do Touch Eternity, it's like we get up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we go have breakfast, we go to class, we in class all day. By the time nightfall comes, we're exhausted. We hang out at the pool. We try to, like this last week, we were trying to have a few drinks and socialize, but we had been working all day, so our minds were all over the place. It was a great time. It was a lot of fun. But I want to be able, since it's a cruise and some people are bringing family members, I want to give you time with your family. So days we're at sea, those are classes all day. 2 of the ports we're in, we have events going on the excursions. The other days that we're at ports, when you get in that afternoon, between the afternoon and dinner, we will be doing fun events, and then we might have some events late in the evening when there aren't a lot of things done. I might have like one event late in like a story time or something like that. And so, again, come out, let's have some fun, okay? I do recommend bringing a pendulum or dowsing rods or any of your ghost hunting equipment, because we are going to go to a place that we're going to sense. We are going to take you and see if you can guess the history of a place. So I'm not going to tell you a place that, well, y'all go online, you're going to see, but that's going to be one of them. So don't cheat and look it up, because I really want you to sense it, and I want you to get into it. And that's what we're going to teach you, is how to sense. So that's the cruise. That's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's already a party. We've already got 10 rooms, so that's a party. So we hope to see a lot more of you. Let's get 10 more rooms and make it a big party. So that would be absolutely wonderful. Then, of course, in August, I'll be teaching, I mentioned to you, energetics, the 23rd, 24th. If you take any class that I teach, this is the one. And I've offered it at a price that is so affordable, because that is 2 days of classes for that price. Normally, I charge around $300 for that, but energetics, I want people, because this will help you in your mediumship. It'll help you in your psychic development. It'll help you in your everyday life. This class, you can do it online or in person. I always recommend the in person, because then you get to experience more fun with me. So, and when you're online, you kind of miss a little bit of that. But This class is eye-opening. You're going to learn the law of attraction. You're going to learn how to make it work for you. You're going to learn methods and ways to help you improve your life and make it a better life. And so, again, you have to put the work though in. I mean, I can only take you to the river. I can't make you drink it. Hi, Celeste. Hi, my baby. So that will be energetics. I already have a couple people signed up for that class. I think that it will grow as we get closer to the date. In fact, I know it because this is the one I taught this past year at Touch Eternity, and it was definitely eye-opening. Now, thank God he spelled. I'm just realizing that on I'm hitting these things. I know that looks too funny, y'all. I'm hitting these things, and I just realized that Christmas wasn't spelt right on my computer, but it's spelt right up here. Whew. So I'm like, I had to go check that. So come join us, Misty and I, for a mediumship gallery at Race and Religious, and it's right there off on Race, right off of Tchoupitoulas. Lots of street parking around there. Tickets are on my website. Go ahead and get a ticket. I think that's what we're always charged at $30. There's going to be a wine and cheese party as well. We'll be doing wine and cheese, but also it's my birthday bash. That is my birthday. Y'all get to celebrate me becoming 64 years old. Oh, y'all get to come and join me, and I'm going to bring cake, and I'm going to let us eat cake. So come on out to Race and Religious, and let's have a lot of fun. You know, it's, like I said, they have lots of street parking. It's a really, really nice, it's a beautiful venue. Go look it up. It is a beautiful, beautiful venue. And I feel so blessed that Misty and Jill and everybody's coming together for this and really, really, you know, letting us have some fun. So if y'all noticed lately, my other half has been having fun with AI, as in these pictures of Misty and I. But anyway. But come to our Christmas in July gathering, okay? It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. And please, your presence would be absolutely, not presents, like gifts, presents, like your attending, would be absolutely a blessing to me to have you guys there and help me bring in the 64 years. So that would be really, really, really fun and great. So come join us there at Race and Religious. I think that's the only ones that I have up right now. He hasn't made me one for the paranormal group that's meeting on the 22nd of July at Alley's. So enough introduction. Lord, 22 minutes of all the things. I do too much, huh? I can't keep up with it all. Thank God for Stacy and Magni, who just wind me up and point me and say, hey, Sid, go here, go there. You know, you got this appointment, that appointment. But anyway, when I want to talk to you guys tonight about, I want to talk to you a little bit about why I say that I don't believe in paranormal, that it's just normal. And so I want to talk to you about the difference. It says what day and what do we need to wear. You can wear whatever you want, and it's Friday the 25th of July. It's all on my website. So, you know, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's the difference between, why do I call paranormal normal? Because once you become a medium and you start understanding connection and you start understanding the language of the other side, you start to understand how these things happen. Like, why do we hear knocks in our house? Why do doors open? Why do we hear voices? Why do we hear these crazy sounds in our home? You know, it all starts to make sense once you start understanding the laws of energy and you start understanding the laws of the spirit world and the things they can create and the things they can do and the miracles that they can do. I have a dear friend of mine who's a phenomenal Reiki master, and she used to go. I don't want to say too much without her permission, but I will say this: she used to go work on orthopedic patients before surgery, during surgery, or like post surgery and PACU. Not actually, doing the operation, but in the PACU. And then she would go and treat them at home using Reiki mostly on knees, like when people were getting their knees done, and she would do Reiki energy healing around those affected areas. And what she found in doing this is that a few amazing things. One, people recovered a lot quicker. Like people who shouldn't walk for like a month or more were walking in a couple of weeks. People who went through the therapy were not needing as much pain medication. Their pain was tolerable. Their healing was better. And that some people even able to go back and get their other knee done a lot sooner because of the healing that they that they had received. And so I highly recommend that to people. But here's the key: it has to be a positive energy. Okay. Another reason why I will keep telling you over and over again, you need to take energetics. That's why I made it very affordable, okay, for a whole weekend class. You need to take energetics because it teaches you how to circle yourself in that positive energy, and it teaches you how to set the boundaries you need to set in order that you can even do your own self-healing. We're going to talk a lot about that on the cruise when I teach trance healing. I'm going to talk about all different kinds of healing and the way that healing works and the energy flows and how does it work. I've said this before and I'll say it again. The number one question I get, and this has been all over TikTok already because I've been getting a lot of response from TikTok because people finally are starting to get this, is that number one question I get is, who's my guide? Who's the guide that works with me all the time? It's you. You're your number one guide. Anybody else that you bring in, it's your attraction that has to bring them in. If you can't pull that positive or healing attraction to you, then you're not going to connect with them. So you are your number one guide, you. And you can ask for a healer such as Jesus or the Virgin Mother, or you can ask for any of the other. I got a book. When I teach my mediumship, I give you a book of about 100 or more healers that could work with you, or if you want to work with the archangels like Raphael, you have to learn to connect to you. You have to pull them in. It's you. If you don't put out the right energy, they can't connect to you. So you have to understand that. To understand how to be a healer, you have to have that connection within you. It's your spirit that pulls them in. It's your energy that goes up there and says, I need your help. Come down. Help me. Come help me heal this person. Help me heal myself. And then the person you're healing, or if you're healing yourself, you have to be open to that healing. You have to be open to receive that healing. You have to be open to want, the person that you're healing has to want to be healed. They have to open. So when you pick out who you want to be a healer, it has to be someone that you trust. It has to be someone that you are comfortable with, of just letting go with and working with their energy and your energy to help yourself heal. Okay? So you need to understand that. A lot of people just go jump to healer. Oh, this is a good heal. I heard this is a good heal. I'm going to go try this one. If I walk in a room, I can tell you who I'm going to let heal me. I can watch him for about 5 minutes, and I can tell you who I'm going to go to, who I can trust to build that bond with. So I want to educate you guys on that. I want to educate you on healing and energy work. If you go to a healer and they're healing somebody and they're doing stuff like they're throwing stuff and they're not throwing into water or into a plant or into something, don't go to them. If you go to a healer and they're doing group healing and they're doing 2 people at one time, don't go to them. Because we receive from our left and we give to our right. So if you're over here doing this, you're pulling stuff from the left side and you're putting it into the person on the right side. Now, we do an exercise where we're sharing energy as a group. You can do that and we create. Then we just let it go by the person that's next to us and then it goes around like you can do that. but we're not throwing it anywhere. We're creating positive energy, and then we share it. It's a little exercise that I do in my mediumship class, and it's to help people learn how to build their energy, how to help to get that energy to their hands, so that when they're healing, their hands are powerful. And so it's just a little exercise we do when I teach healing in my level 1 mediumship class. So again, hey Daph. So again, there's lots of components to understanding healing and to understand energy and how to get that healing energy. Even in, I'm even gonna get a little religious on y'all right now, but like, how when you go to the Catholic Church and you light that candle for someone to heal in the church, and then you put your little quarter in there or $1. Now it's probably dollars, but when I was a kid, you could put coins in there and light a candle. I used to go put them in and then light all the candles. I'd like to light candles when nobody was looking. But anyway, that's prayer. That is a spell. That is healing. That is healing. When you go to that candle and you tell yourself, I'm lighting this candle because maybe my grandmother needs some love and some healing. I'm gonna light that candle. I am doing an energy action. It's $5 now. I'm surprised it's not more than that. But I remember we used to drop change in and light candle. Now I know it's bills. But anyway, so that is a form of healing, because you're praying and you're asking the Lord or Jesus, whoever you're praying to at the moment, hey, how you doing, Vijay? So you're asking for a healing to be done, and you're lighting a candle. You're doing an action. So you're sending that light, that love to that person. Also, Facebook is phenomenal. When someone asks for nobody, right? Everybody shows the high five hands or the prayer hands, or like I do, I just write done. I type done. If they want a healing, I type done. Just the action sets the energy off to that person, and if the person's open to healing, they will receive some wonderful healing. And again, if it is their time of transition, if spiritually it's their time of transition, what it will do is help them rest more in peace. Okay? And I want people to say, well, how come you can't, you can't, everybody's not meant to be healed. But sometimes we can at least bring them peace in their transition, bring them comfort in their transition, let them feel loved in their transition. And that is the key. You have to come from a place of love. You have to come from a place of understanding. And I've said this a million times, I do not believe in forgiveness. I have people argue with me that all the time. I do not believe in forgiveness. I don't think forgiveness does shit for you. I'm just going to be honest. You need to understand the person that's treating you, that's mistreating you. You need to understand why they're doing it, what they went, try to understand what they went through in their life that brought them to be that person. Then you put them on that side of the fence and don't deal with them anymore. It doesn't mean you don't care about the person. It means that they just don't deserve to be close to you or to have a emotional bond with you because they're toxic. And so you keep them over there. And sometimes it's hard, but sometimes that's your own family. Bottom line, sometimes it's your own family. But you have to be able to put them on the other side of that wall while they're being negative. You don't have to kick them out of your life. You just have to break that emotional connection with them. And that's hard when it's family. You're not gonna try to snow coat it. It's hard when it's family. But you have to be able to break your emotional connection to them and demand respect and positivity. And if they don't give it to you, they need to step back for a minute until they realize that you're not going to tolerate it, and then maybe they will or maybe they won't be able to get back into your life. It's really their choice, whether they're going to behave. It's not yours. It's your choice to keep them out of your life until they learn to behave. And so I want to really focus. I'm really going to spend between now and the time we do the energetics class to helping y'all understand some basic principles like that. Because in the energetics class, we really break it down and help you learn about yourself and how you think and why you think the way you do, because believe it or not, those people you put on the other side of that wall taught you how to think. So the energetics class helps you understand that. Understanding yourself the first and foremost is understanding yourself. Once you understand who you are and start to learn where your traits come from. Hey, Mark. Hope you got to see your brother today. Anyway, real quick, guys. So Magni's telling me that he must have left when they boarded the plane, because they put two more people on that were behind him. So they probably called his name and he wasn't at the gate. And then they put two more people behind him. But anyway, sorry about that, guys. But let me get back. I just wanted to say it. But he's home now, so that's good. We got our brother-in-law in. But anyway, going back to saying this, you have to start understanding why you think the thoughts you think. Where do they come from? Because they don't originate with you. You're born with a clean slate. Your thoughts come from those who raised you, whether it's your parents, your grandparents. In my case, I was a latchkey kid. I had two other people raise me, so a lot of my thoughts and stuff come from there. And once you learn how that left brain works, which we do teach you in energetics, and then you learn how the right brain works, it helps you question yourself and say, okay, where did that thought come from? Who taught me that? But oh yeah, Celeste, I believe. Look, I'm just gonna say it online. Fuck forgiveness. Okay, I don't believe it. Never works. As much as you try to forgive somebody, you just got that right here also. But if you understand them and understand why they're a dickhead, then you can put them on that side of the wall. It makes it much easier. And you still don't have to forgive them, but you start to understand them and learn their behavior and understand that you're going to break the chain. Hey, Holly, my love, I miss you, girl. Anyway, you're going to learn how to break the chain. You can't break the chain if you can't act different than they act. You see what I'm saying? You have to go in and understand who you are as a person and where you learn to think this way. Even because we all think negative stuff sometimes, because that's what we hear mostly around us, especially today. But you go in and figure why you're relating to it. What is inside of you that made you relate to something? Then you're asking yourself how and what questions, which helps you lose your fear and learn to understand you are, so you can make the changes you can make to not only be a better person, but be a better psychic, be a better medium, understand how to relate to people where they are. And if you can do that, you're going to be a phenomenal medium or psychic, whatever you choose to be, or healer, because you're going to learn how to handle and talk to people where they are. You're going to be able to understand why they are the way they are, probably who they learned it from, because you're going to probably meet, if you meet them, you're going to meet those people in a few minutes, or they're already there and you're talking to them, so you go, oh, this is where they're getting it from. But you have to learn how to break the chain. Break that chain. Learn how to be better so that you can shine. And once you shine, that's when the law of attraction kicks in. What you're putting into the universe, you will attract. Okay? Yes, it will help you get away from a narcissist for sure, BJ. You learn quick to put people right in their place. And again, it's also about owning your own power as well and controlling your own power, because you have to be strong enough to put that person on the other side. You have to be strong enough to confront that person when they disrespect you. You have to, and let them know that, you keep it up, I'm out of here. And you have to be real with it. It can't just be a threat you use. It has to be something that you really do. Like, I won't tolerate negativity anymore. I thank my husband today for marrying me, because I got to tell you guys, I can't say I have the best, because I really don't have nothing to compare it to. I have another marriage I could compare it to. It's definitely probably better than that, because we've been together longer. Okay, I still love my first marriage, and I definitely love the one I'm in now. However, I thank him every day, because we are able to talk things out. We seldom ever argue. I think I gotta admit, part of it's probably because we travel so much, and so we're not together all the time, so that makes it easier. But you have to figure out what works for you, and this works for us. And I have no drama in my family. on his side. Now my side, we've had our share, but in his side, there's literally zero drama or very minimal. And so it's like yin and yang for us, When we want drama, we go see my family. When we don't want drama, we go see his family, So, but again, when I say drama, I don't mean anything very negative or lashing out at us, because we would not allow that. Um, we all go through trying times, and once you learn energetics and you're able to put out who you are, and you're able to lift your spirit, that's another key thing, is lifting your spirit. If you're able to lift your spirit, there's nothing you can't accomplish. And I've been into this for a long time, and I never really understood how to teach it to somebody until I took a course. And it wasn't in energetics. It was a course. There was actually a course on DEI, and that really helped me understand a lot of things. And I know we don't know DEI is something we're not supposed to be saying, but but it was that course that opened me up and helped me see what I needed to see, to understand how the energy works and how the things that have happened to me have been all pre-planned or predestined, and they were my fault. Never blame someone for something that happens to you, because you have to, and I'm not saying go bad on yourself, but learn from it. Learn what caused it, why you stayed in it, learn the things that helped you, put you in your situation and kept you there for whatever reason or whatever the situation. You need to understand those things. And once you can understand those things, it helps you grow and it helps you move forward with your life. Can energies help the narcissist family member? Well, it'll help you deal with them. But again, you have to be willing to let them go if they don't change. What is inside of you that doesn't let them go or set boundaries with them? See, Tina, that's what I would have to say to you. You cannot control someone else. You can try. It's never going to end up good. You can only control who you are and what you allow. So the key here is you have to be the game changer. And so you have to start setting boundaries with those family members, and let go of the guilt, because especially if you're Catholic, they teach you guilt. I know it killed my mother. Guilt killed my mother. So I'm telling you, that's what definitely killed my mother. Not a shadow of a doubt in my mind. It was guilt. Guilt killed my mother, and she had cancer and she died. And they say, it was cigarette smoking. Her sister smoked worse cigarettes than she did. Her sister's still living to this day. My mom died in 1988. It was the guilt and the anxiety and the stress that she went through that killed her. That's what killed her. Not a doubt in my mind. So you have to take control. You learn in energetics how to take control of your life and how to set demands on others. So, because you have no responsibility over them, Tina. I don't care if they're your family. That's the first ones you need to lay the law down to, because if they can't respect you, how's anybody else going to? I mean, you set boundaries, and again, if they get negative, you walk out. Eventually, they're going to get tired of you walking out, or they might like you walking out. And was it from guilt? Because guilt was the cause of my mother's cancer. Guilt and stress, definitely caused her cancer. They tried to say it was cigarettes, but like I said, my mother smoked non-mentholated cigarettes. Her sister smokes mentholated cigarettes. Her sister's still living to this day. My mom died in 1988, so that's how much longer her sister lived. Still living. Okay, so, Yes, that's I call cancer the Catholic curse, because it's usually caused by guilt, some kind of guilt, or if it's not caused by environmental factors, it's usually caused by guilt or stress. There are environmental factors that can cause it as well. Oh, Magni just posted the Facebook page for the Paranormal Club is now up. There's the link, folks. There's the link for the Paranormal Club. So if y'all want to, if y'all interested in looking at it, go ahead and look at the page. And if you want to come to the meeting, come to the meeting. We're going to have snacks and drinks, and we're going to have a lot of equipment there. And we're going to talk about how we're going to structure the club. And anybody's welcome to join. There is going to be a $20 joining fee for all of us, including myself, and that's we're going to get everybody that joins. They're going to get their badges, their names. We're going to mail them their badges, their cards with their name on it, with the logo of the club, and so that they'll be part of the group. And then we're going to start immediately doing some fundraising, because we have a place we want to go in January. And we want to save enough money where we can charter a bus and drive everybody up there on a bus, and not like a Hotard bus, like it has a bathroom, and then drive up there. We got to stop in 2 different places. There's a place on the way. There's a place in Tennessee that we're going to, and then on the way, and then take the bus back home. So that way nobody has to drive. Everybody can have a good time. We're gonna try to get a couple of bed and breakfast places where bed and breakfast places to rent. So we have a couple of bedrooms here, so we can all kind of stay together near each other. So that's the game. That's the game plan for the initial. And we're gonna vote on it at the meetings, because everything's going to be done by vote. If they think we can do it or we can't do it. So it's going to be it's a social club. So come be social. You live in the parish. Well, there's parish people that's coming, Tina. I know that Daphne lives in the parish. She'll probably be there. Mary lives in the parish. She might be there. I know that the Lucalots, Jamie and Mark, they live in the parish, and they're going to be there. So, so to come to the meetings, when we post them, Tina, you don't have to physically drive to them. You can join online. So that too is going to be part of the group. So yes, if you can't come to the meetings and you want to join online, I am going to post a link onto the Facebook page. So follow the Facebook page. For those who can't come in person, can actually, yes, Celeste, I know you live in the parish. So if you can't you can't make the drive and come in person, then you can join us online, because you can join online. You don't have to be in person at the meetings, but you can join us online. But you're expected to attend the meetings at least online. So, and now we'll put the link out for the meeting on each, and anybody can come to a meeting. You don't have to even be a member to come to a meeting. You have to be a member to go to the events. But we don't mind people coming to the meet. You won't be able to vote if you're not a member. But you can come to the meetings and see if you like the things that we're doing. And if you want to become a member, you can. But only the people who have membership will get to go on these trips and on these investigations and all those kinds of things. Yes, yes, you can definitely join us online, because I definitely want to be able to do that. Now, when we do an event, unless we're in Virginia, well, we're all going to be traveling for events, so you can meet us in Tennessee if you'd like. So, but from here, we're going to try to get a bus and so that way we have a group that doesn't have to all drive up there. So anyway, that's just like I said, it's going to be online. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I want to do something different tonight, because you know me, I like different stuff. So I am going to do some cards for you guys, but I'm not going to do just tarot cards. I'm going to do, make sure I got the directions out of them. I am going to do some readings with the Symbology deck. Remember, so those of you who have followed me know about the Symbology deck. So I'm going to do some readings with Symbology deck. This is a deck of cards that has like 78 different figures on it. And I actually taught, it's on my YouTube. If you've not seen the Symbology class or the lecture on it, it is online on YouTube. It's free. Join it, just like my just like my, well, okay. So, you can't find the deck, Tina, unless you either have to go to Mystic, which is on Lake Avenue, or call them, or, yep, Holly uses it. Yep, she does use her symbology deck in her readings. So I'm going to read you with two things tonight, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but I'm going to do cards and symbology deck. I'm going to see if we can get them, if they kind of say the same thing. So, let me shuffle these up. And then if you have any questions, you can ask. If you just want me to pull three for you, I can pull three for you, and we'll go from there. And I will show you the symbology. I will show you all the cards that I pull. So Mary, what do you want 3 cards, Mary? You're the first one. And Jamie wants her regular 3. Okay, so I got 2 decks later. This is going to take me a minute. My desk is only so big. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3 for Mary. And then 1, 2, and 3 for Mary. Ooh, girl. Ooh. Mary, you're going to laugh. So this is what I picked for you, girl. So what it tells me is that there is, I see, so the Knight of Swords is a guy who's always, he's always fighting. He's always fighting for what he wants, what he needs, and he's in a positive mode. So I really, really feel like this is you trying to really move forward. This is to do with your career. The King of Wands is my career king. He's the guy that tells me, keep moving, keep fighting. Because even though you feel defeated, victory awaits you. You see how they feel defeated in the background there? And then the guy. So there's victory there for you. But what's even more cool is the other 3 cards I pulled. So I think you're going to be going to a wedding, Mary. And I think you're going to be drinking at that wedding. And this couple's going to last a long time because I got infinity. So I got the bride, I got alcohol, and I got infinity for you, girl. So I think you're going to a wedding soon. Just saying. Oh, that was funny. That was cute. And let's see who's next. Tina, the only way to get this deck is to call Mystic and see if they will mail it to you, unless you come take my mediumship class. I have a few decks at home, but I saved those for my mediumship students. Jamie wants her regular 3. She was next. Okay, Jamie, love, let me pull 3 for you. I see you on a long journey. No, I'm just kidding. To the airport. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Jamie. Your 3 is new job that's going to bring a little more money than you were making, but this is about putting your emotional self into it so that it comes to fruition. So that's what I would say. It's the King is about. But then I also got get your head out of the clouds, go fishing for your success, which that's a baton. It's not a Q-tip. You can be a cheerleader, girl. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Good. Good, Mary. I think that's going to resolve itself as soon as the anxiety. I think as soon as the anxiety with all the cuts finish, that's when you're going to get really, really ahead of your game there. Let's see. All right. Wait, what did you say, Mark? I'll be the first to take the cares. You get to find that. So I did Jamie. Oh, Tina's next. Are we going up? Okay, Tina, let's see what you get, girl. Tina. Oh, I like that, Tina. That hit the floor. I don't want to take that one, no. All right, let me pull another one. Ooh, Tina, you're going to love this. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of the stuff that has happened with you with your health is a lot to do with your emotional stuff. So probably energetics would be a good class for you, but I see it becoming stronger. So I think that your health is better, and I see celebration behind that. So I do see some health changes with you. So there may be some new things coming out, and I'm going to tell you why I think that. The one that hit the floor meant at nighttime, so I don't. That's what hit the floor. It means it was a card that means at nighttime. So maybe all that's going to happen at nighttime for you. But that was the card that hit the floor. But it also tells me is that you are your own block. You build the wall. I think in this case it's not liquor, it's medicine. So I say taking your medicine will help you come full circle. So I kind of think about with the two things that I've seen, there's something that's going to happen or that you're going to be able to take that's going to help you feel better. I'm not going to say cure you. I say feel better. There's always a chance of a cure, but because that depends on how much you're open to healing. And if I were you, if you, I don't know if you can afford or if you can because of your health, go on a cruise. But we're going to go see a healer in Belize, and she's phenomenal, and she has remedies in her store. I would definitely consider if you can. If you can't go with us, that's fine. But if you can get to Belize and go see Miss Aurora, I think that there might be some things, some natural remedies she might have that could help you with life, with your illnesses. She's really good. Like the stuff I've seen, everything I've used of hers has worked for me. And one of those was an immune builder that really helped me build my immune system. Okay, let's see. Okay, Celeste, you are next. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, Celeste. I see you getting rid of somebody. Ooh, I'll show you those in a minute. You're putting somebody out. You're finally listening. So what I got was the Tower of Destruction, which means getting rid of old grass so new grass can grow. Here's somebody that I see that you have had emotional connections with that you're trying to get rid of because this card was upside down. So I kind of feel like you're evaluating the people in your life, especially the male elements in your life, and you're making changes, which is good. Because the next thing I'm seeing here, it says, stop feeding into others, beat more of your own drum, and find your faith, not someone else's, your faith, and stick to it. That is for you, love. Okay. Where am I at now? Yes, Tina. Melissa. I'm on Melissa. Okay, Melissa. Let's see what I got for you, love. It's kind of hard here because I got 2 decks of cards all spread out on my desk. And I got other things on my desk. Okay, I got those 3. So the first thing I'm going to tell you, Melissa, is I want you to look at this card I keep pulling. Do I need a drink? Like, I have pulled this card almost. I'm moving this card out. Melissa, you're not getting this card. I don't know why. I mean, there's 78 cards, and I keep pulling that card. That is funny. Okay, so let me pull 3 more. Okay, that's 2, 3. So, Melissa, what I'm seeing something. Oh, okay, I like this. So, Melissa, what it tells me is, so 3 cards I got is the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So what that tells me right now is when I look at these first 3 cards, if you want to look at them, there they are, and that one, and then that one. So what these tell me is that when I look at this, they tell me there's an internal battle within you, and you're trying to make some decisions right now and see which way you need to go. But sometimes you need to listen to your inner voice a little bit more. Hey, Kimberly, sometimes you need to listen to your inner voice a little bit more and really, listen to that voice and make some moves and some changes. It also tells me that you're looking for an open door because you want to grow and there's light there. So I kind of feel there's change coming for you and you want to, and I think you're going to get your momentum and see your path. So I think that's what this is all about with these 3. So I'm going to say that one to you, Melissa. Now, let's see, where am I at? This is Lori. Hi, Lori. I sent you a message. Where did you send the message, Lori? So I got a million places to find messages. Where did you send the message? Lori, 1, 2, 3. And then I got to pull 3 from here. 1, 2. Lori, where did you send me a message? Oh, okay. Got to figure out what that's about. I picked up 2 at once. I'm going to keep them. All right, Lori, when I see you, this is all about career. And I kind of think when I'm looking at this, it kind of tells me that you're trying to find a new purpose in what you're doing with your life and your career. And so I kind of think that you probably do need that drink. So it kind of tells me that you're trying to find, like trying to put value back in what you do. I will look on Facebook Messenger later and answer you. I kind of feel that you're needing to find something that's going to help you move or make some changes in what you're doing. So I think you're starting to just feel maybe a little stagnant there. And what it tells me too is that you constantly feel like you're under this under the lens of a microscope, and it's made you a lot more cautious in your life. But what you really want to be is this big old teddy bear that's just going to go out there and do you. And I think that's kind of what you're trying to do, is find that work-love balance for yourself. And once you find that, things will get a little better. Okay? Now, let's see who's next. You can, okay, yes, Mark, I will pull cards. You meant cards. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. So I will pull. Okay, this is Lori, so I will do Mark and then Celeste. Okay. All right, Mark, let's do you. Mark. I'm going to make y'all laugh with Mark. 1, 2, 3. Mark, it says right now that you do that when I got strength, judgment, and the 6 of Pentacles. So what that says for me right now is that you're trying to figure out the best decisions you need to make to balance out your finances, and so things can run smoothly for you. Okay, and I kind of think that that's a good thing. And I kind of think that's one of the things you like kind of focus on, is how I'm going to make all this work. And I think you will, because the next 3 cards I got, these are going to make you laugh. It's like I really see growth for you, and I see opportunity coming there. And you're so shocked by it, you pee your pants because you think you see an angel. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yellow's not pee. Yellow is creativity. It's knowledge. It's understanding. And I kind of think that you're going to get a breath of opportunity with your career and stuff that's going to help you with that financial stuff that you're kind of trying to balance out right now in your mind. Stop worrying about it. Attract that money to you. Okay? All right. Now, who's after Mark is Celeste. Okay. Jamie's laughing. All right. So, Celeste, let me pull some cards for you, love. 1, 2, 3. 1. Celeste, did I pull cards for you just a minute ago? You know what? They're telling me the same thing. Oh, girl. I see relationship. I just got to tell you, I thought this was for you. But then I get a triangle. You? No, I'm just kidding. Celeste, you gonna be seeing 2 people at one time? I'm just kidding. She's going to shoot me. Oh, I did Celeste's. Who I need? Hey, Peg. Good Lord. Can I? Yes, Cindy, you can. I met Cindy. But I got to keep up with everything. Celeste, my girl. Got relationships and triangle in the same breath. That's my girl. All right, I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit because I'm starting to feel like I'm pulling too many of the same stuff. Because my desk is only so big and the cards can only spread out so much. Kind of mix these up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and these are for Cindy, right? I want to make sure. Yep, that's what I'm reading for. Cindy. They're giving her 6 card messages, the symbology deck and the. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still pulling the same cards. Okay, maybe gotta go there. All right. So, Cindy, what this says here is there are some issues that have been needing to be solved for a long time that you've been holding back on, but I see you like putting energy into solving them. There's your solver, the Ace of Swords. Here are the issues, the upside down tower. And this means that it was very dear to you. You held it very tight. So there's a lot of some internal stuff that you're going to work through, and you're going to definitely start solving those issues. Now, on the other deck, I got the spiritual side working with you. I got yellow again, which is creativity. Those are the same ones that Mark had. But what's different this time is there's a hammer. So when you hit him over the head, you got to go hide the body so the angels can see him. No, I'm just kidding. So what I'm saying to you is that, you know, things that are hard, pray on, and you'll get answers. Pay attention to yourself, and you will get the answers. Okay? Okay. Now I'm going to start doing this. I got to mix these things up because this is getting crazy. I keep pulling the same cards. I must be having the same energy with people today. And yes, I did it. Facebook, Master replying to Melissa replying, thanks, ha 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 ha. I'm just reading y'all comments. Boy, do I need 3 in a reading. Okay, Peg. Here it goes, love. All right. Peg and I got Peg, Kimberly, and Katie. I know I'm on a roll tonight, Stacy, because I'm doing 2 different decks. I'm trying to try something different because they're all spread out. So I'm going to mix them up and then put them in piles and then go through the pile and drop 3 rather than having them all spread out. For some reason, I keep picking the same cards. Which, you know, if that's what's needed, that's what's needed. That's how I look at it. All right, Peg. Boy, does Peg need a reading. Let's see what we get you, girl. I get that yellow card again, an angel, I give up. I'm just going to go with it. Okay, I'm going to take this one because it didn't turn up on the floor. It's upside down, so I can't see it. It's one that I had before, even doing it a different way, so it must mean something. Okay, I'm at Peg. So, Peg, what this says is that it's time to travel. It's time for you to pick up and make some moves. It says that you've been, what I'm getting is the Chariot, the travel, the 10 of Wands, which is the picking up. And then I got the Mother card, but she's upside down. So what that tells me is that it's time to travel. It's time to make some change and movement in your life, that you're starting to nurture things too much. And so sometimes you got to step back a minute and watch it grow. So that's what I want to tell you. And you do this because you're very hard on yourself and you have really great ideas, but you don't act on them. You lay back because, you lay back on them. So you need to really start trusting what you're getting, trusting what you're moving forward, and trying some new things. Okay, Kimberly. Let me shuffle these cards again. And shuffle these so I mix these up. And then shuffle them a little bit. And this is for Kimberly. All right, love. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 1 hit the floor. That wasn't one I was pulling for. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what hit the floor, because I haven't even looked out. It was a light bulb. But I'm not reading that one. It was a light bulb. That's what hit the floor. Okay. So, Kimberly, what it says to me right now is that you've been not being true with your emotions, that you've been I don't know if you're trying to save someone from embarrassment, or if you're trying to save someone's feelings, but you're not being true to yours. So I got new emotions that are kind of still wavy, and this means that you're hiding them, and this means you're holding them back. So what I want to say to you is, deal whatever this issue is, or whatever is going on with you emotionally, kind of be not necessarily be verbal about it, but be active, be action towards it, so that you can see that you can be heard, so you can get yourself out there. Don't always listen to other people. Sometimes you have to express yourself and stick by which how you feel. Okay? And I don't know if it's somebody's birthday, but I got peace, moon, and birthday. So there's peace, there's moon, and there's birthday. And with that again, so the moon talks about emotions. And so when I see that, I want you to start celebrating cake, celebration, celebrating the emotional peace within yourself. And stop worrying about what other people think or what other people say. You know, so get in there and speak your mind. Do you, be true to you. And I'm going to leave you with that one. And then there's Katie. Okay, Katie, this is your turn. Let's see, 3. 1, 2, 3 for Katie. And now let's pull the symbology deck. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you go on YouTube, guys, I taught you how to pretty much how to read symbology and how to work with symbology. So it is posted on YouTube for free. All right, so this is going to be Katie, and she is going to be my last one, and we're going to have a little conversation, and I'm going to go for the night because I got work tomorrow. So, Katie, what I want to say to you, I see a decision. When I look at this, I see a decision being, I'm going to show them to you in a minute. I see a decision being made that's going to take a lot of thought from you. And whatever this is, it's going to bring money. So I don't know if this is with a job or if it's something going on, but it's about a decision. It's a two-way sword that you have to make. And depending on how you make that decision, I like the little halo over my head. Boy, once I get shocked with lightning. But anyway, I see a decision that has to be made, and I see that, and you feel, whatever this decision is, you feel really strong about it, but it's really what's going to help you grow and value. Like, and it doesn't necessarily mean money, but like you're going to grow, like the way you think about yourself will grow. You know, your more confidence will grow. Those things will grow. And this is what I got: the Two of Swords. That's the decisions. This is the strength, that is the confidence and the ability to do it, and the Page of Pentacles, which is the value. So that's why I'm saying that to you. Now, 78 cards, and I keep pulling the same 3 just about. Anyway, so what also I want to say to you, Katie, is this, is that you have an inner vision. You know things, you see things, you understand things. And it's time to let that grow. It's time to let that part of you grow. And it's all about your creativity. So it's all about creating the essence where you start trusting what you have inside and trusting those things that move forward. And so I'm going to say that to you. Now, to wrap it all up. Magni, will you be with Sid Friday at the hotel event? Yes, he will. He doesn't have to believe so. He is. You're welcome. You're welcome, Peg. It's a piece of moon cake. Yeah. Katie, hey, Kimberly. All right. Thank you. So let's chat a bit. So symbology cards. So what I use symbology cards mostly for in my classes, just for those who have not seen the symbology thing on TikTok, on YouTube, the symbology cards I use in my class to teach people clairvoyance, and I help them use that to use as symbols. If they see these symbols in their heads, what does that mean to them? So if the spirit world shows you one of these cards, you can think about what it means to you. But in practicing with them, we learn that you can lay these out like tarot cards, and you could really give a reading to someone through using the symbology cards. And so I felt it would be pretty cool to bring those back up tonight, since we haven't played with those in a while. I've been just using the tarot cards. So I thought that would be really cool. And then, of course, the tarot, they show the life story of a person's life. The tarot can create anything that can happen in life. Anything. Yes. Oh, hi, Joe. I didn't get to. I know who you are. You got that last name, so I know who you are. There's not many of those. So, sure, Joe. Joe's visiting us, y'all, from another state. So, I will do one for Joe for sure. So Joe, when I pull these, I see you. I see you missed your gate. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, that doesn't take a psychic. That just takes being there. But anyway, let's see. 1, 2, and 3. And let me shuffle these up and getting 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. All right, Joe. Again, when I'm looking, So Joe, what this tells me, so I got the Ace of Swords, the 5 of, and I'm gonna show them to you, the Ace of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and I got the Hermit. The Hermit is my distance card. So what that tells, what I see that, it usually tells me a time frame. So I'm thinking it was upside down, so for me that's a short time. So I think in a short time, I think there's been an internal battle. That's the battle card, the 5. So I kind of think there's been a battle within inside of you, like deciding what you want to do and where you want to go and what you're going to structure around you. The Ace of Swords is what came up with that, and that is saying you will accomplish it. I already know you were I think you were in the military. I think I already know that about you, so I'm going to disclose that. So I don't think this is necessarily about the military, but more so, because the Ace is the military card, but this Ace particular is. But I think this is more about accomplishment and achievement. And I think that what it's saying is that you've been having this battle with you that you're trying to solve. And I think that within a short time, this battle will solve itself. And you're going to see and take your stand and make sure that it happens. And that's why you have this Ace. So I will say that to you. And on the 3 cards, I got that you definitely are analyzing something, because you got the magnifying glass and the glasses together. So that tells me that you're really looking and looking at stuff, because you're really trying to find your destiny. You're trying to find what makes you feel like a star. You're trying to, you're trying to find your success. You're trying to find that perfect life for yourself. And I kind of think you're on the borderline with that. I think there's a little more exploration as I feel the energy of this. I kind of feel that you still have a little more exploration within you, but I think that you're starting to define what it is that's going to bring you true happiness, and I think that will start taking fold with you soon. Like, I think before the end of the year, you're going to already start making some change and doing some things that's going to help you set the path correct that you want, and that's what's going to bring you to your successes. Okay, and I will leave you with that, Joe. Daphne, we were all waiting for you. Yes, we had a house load of people here that was following your journey last night to New Orleans. So we had what, like 10 of us or 12 of us in here, all trying to figure out, is he going to make it? We should have done a football pool. Would he make the flight? Anyway, that would have been a lot of fun. So guys, just to wrap up things, okay, and just to remind everyone that this Friday and Saturday we're at the Haunted Hotel doing the Axeman cases. The event's all weekend. I will be staying at a nearby hotel. I will be there Friday from 4:30 to probably about 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock-ish. Because I'm doing a gallery at 7, there's a dinner, and we're going to have some people that are speaking that I love dearly and can't wait to hear them speak. And then Saturday will be 3 o'clock. We're doing the seance at the Apothecary. I'll probably get there a little bit early, of course, because I want to set up. I got to talk to Misty about that to see what we have available to bring to help test the energy in the room. If there's any tools or anything that she wants me to bring. So I will talk to her about that before we do the seance. That is this Friday, Saturday. The following, on Tuesday, the 22nd of July, we're going to be doing the Orleans Paranormal Social Club. We'll get together at Allie's house. I don't know if Allie's on tonight, but it's posted on my website. We'll be meeting at Allie's house. She's in Metairie on Cleary Avenue. That's where we will meet, and we're going to discuss our first couple of adventures that we're going to do some fundraisers for. Okay? And if you want to join the club, you can. You can join online. I will post a Google Meets link on our Facebook page, so you can join in. Everybody's welcome to the meetings. You do not have to be a member to be at the meetings. You do have to be a member to vote, and you have to be a member to go on any of our excursions. But you're welcome to come to the meetings to see if it's your thing. I mean, I'm fine with letting people come to the meetings to see if this is something they're interested in. Okay, because some people are, some people just curious. Again, this will be a legit paranormal investigation group. We will do formal investigations where we will go out and we will be filming, and good night, Celeste. We'll be filming and doing all the things and collecting evidence of the normal, what I call the normal things in life, the normal energetic things in life. There'll be a lot of classes and stuff that'll come along with it. That is on the 22nd of July. On the 25th of July, we will have Christmas in July, my birthday bash at Race and Religious. Please look up the place. It's a beautiful place. God bless Jill and then Misty for getting us to get this together and get on me and give me dates, and realize the only date that I have open is my birthday. So it's a birthday bash. We'll have wine and we'll have cheese and we'll have cake and we'll have a really good time that night. And then in August, I'm doing a whole bunch of things. If you want to learn more about those, there is on my website, sid-patrick.com. There is a happenings column that everything is listed there that's coming up. And so you kind of can get a quick glance at things that have come up. Then if you want to buy tickets, you go to classes and events. Or if it's not there, you can email me. If it's Misty's event or something I'm doing with Misty, then I can tell you how to get involved. On the 26th of July, we're going to LA Spirits to the Dorita Jail to do an investigation. That is sold out. And the only other thing else I want to just mention real quick, don't forget the cruise. Get on there, get there. You only have to put a $250 deposit down to hold your room on the cruise ship. Please do it. I'd hate for it to, I don't think it'll sell out, but the whole cruise ship will sell out. If it does, because it is spring break. So it is during spring break, so please get in there. It's actually it's after Easter. It's the weekend. We come back the first weekend of Jazz Fest. So people who come from out of town can come enjoy Jazz Fest as well when we get back in town. So there's a lot of the things that are coming up. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Love you guys. I will see you next Wednesday. We'll have some more fun. Thank you for joining me on Touch and Eternity, the podcast. I'm your host, Sid Patrick. Thank you for joining me. Love you guys.